Well, welcome to Wolves Are Forever 38. And hi, my name is Scott. Well, what we're showing here is a Colorado Classic. We got them both. Let me show you the other one. This one's still in the box. This is what the box looks like and how much we paid for. You get these at Cabela's. Bass Pro doesn't sell them, but you can buy them online. And this was the display model. Well, truth be told, I didn't get them for that price on the box at all. What we did get is a price match on Amazon, and when we bought these, they were $493.16 each, and Cabela's matched it. Well, we're about to assemble this, and I've got pictures and everything else I'll add to the video and everything else, but I want to give you components. For one that's in the box, they're all bagged up nice and pretty and everything else. This thing consists of a left and right hand side pontoon. Each side has a drink container, a fly, micro pad. Same on the opposite side. Okay. Both rear have pouches, bags, zippers. Sorry if I'm moving quick. Same thing here, and it says Classic Accessories. Okay. As we move up, it does have a front pouch, and it says Colorado on the outside of this one. Likewise, same identical. And on the inside is your serial number. And it has identical on both sides, which would be in the front. And then each one of the racks, let me see if it's supposed to be a one on the back is what the book says. As you can tell, there it is. And I will go over each component. Okay, those are the two pontoons. And each one of these pontoons comes in the bag, but they're separated. This is the right hand side. You can see this is where it connects. It does have its own hooks, and these were actually put on before, but I have it in the box. And that is what the whole rotor comes with. And the first one is a foot mount. See? Vice versa for the left hand side. Okay? It came with its chair. It does fold up. It is padded. Let me lift it up. Bear with me. One hand. There you go. It is padded. So we're going to know this. Let's look underneath. The seat is already threaded with these thread screws already through. When it comes out of the box, it already has the screw sets, has a washer, a lock nut, a lock washer, and the wing nuts. So if you ever want to change out the seat, which is what we're going to do with the other one, is you have to have a mounting system. Either a swivel mount or a non-swivel mount. Either way it looks at, that's fine. Okay? But this is the rack. It comes with, every one of these clip-ins comes in with a spring version cotter pins. They look like that. How you do. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. There you go. Oh, bear with me. Sorry. Clips over. That's easy. Wing nuts. This section right here and this section right here is for the wheel. Now this identical frame setup that you just see, it's on the Classic, the XT, and the XTS. That's about it. Not hard. We get to the basket area. This is where the motor mount. These right here are for the so-called anchor they add with it. This is the basket. And these are the same way cotter pins. I'll show you how it's just demonstrated. And here's the chair we're going to put on it. Now, that's about it. And if you notice, it has a whole complete different setup. So, it's not a big deal. Here's what they call the anchor bag. This is this goes into this, as you can tell. That's what that's for, okay? Comes with a couple of Allen wrenches. One side's bigger than the other. Comes in with 2 little patches. There's 2 in there, okay? There's 2 of them. Maximum weight on this is 400 pounds. That's including a 275-pound individual plus this gear. That's it. Okay? Now, oh, forgot the other 2 things. These oars are 7 feet long. And you can adjust this right here to bring it further up for the oar brake lock so it doesn't push. Okay? Now, I watched quite a bit of videos. Everybody has modded these things beyond belief. I took a 12-foot inflatable about 4 years ago, put a floorboard in it, put a 52-pound thrust motor, battery, and the whole compartments, and drove on the waters. I spent more boating than I did fishing, but I don't believe I'm going to put a troller on this at all. This thing isn't really hard to assemble. It is time consuming. An extra 5 or 6 minutes. And this was the display model. So this was already out of the package and it was already assembled. It makes it a little easier for me watching it. But the instruction manual is this. Okay. This tells me who the person who watched it being assembled, and here's the instruction manual. It's also in English and French. Okay. It's not hard to turn around and check out. Okay. And I've heard on most videos, the instructions are pretty shoddy. But in retrospect, most guys look at pictures, figure it out anyway, and then advertise it. And by the way, one of the patches, I can't remember which one I put it in, it has the skirt that goes around the seat that shows you the length of a fish. Let me show you on this. Pardon my things. Okay. If you're right here, it's a little skirt that goes around it. It's like a net. Okay. So when you come out of the package, you're going to inspect every bit of it. When I got home, we did assemble it, check it out, make sure the valve's stuck, make sure we sit in it. We've already adjusted the foot pegs on this one and the seating on that one. Now, it recommends you, if you're going to do the seat from the front to the back, if you are 5'6" and below, push the seat as further you can up front. If you are 6'2" and more, put it closer to the back. So the rod slides up and down. If you're about my height, I'm 5'9", my wife's 5'11". You put it about center mass. Okay? Make sure your screws are tight and everything else. And in most of the videos I've seen, everybody seems to don't want to tear this down. Most of it have trailers and whatnot. Some of them hang them up from the ceiling. I watched a young lady do hers last night. She had an XT version, XTS. Now, to give you head notice, all framework is identical. on the Colorado Classic, XT, XTS. And the only difference of all these things is what the pontoons are carrying. So on the XTs and the XTS, you get them in pumpkin. You can get them in blue. And the pocket arrangements on the XT and the XTS are identical. They have removable compartments as well as a wheel. Well, and both the XT and the XTS also have a swivel seat. Well, guess what? A wheel that they sell on with the Colorado.com, they sell the wheel assembly for $65. Okay? They sell the swivel piece. You go to Bass Pro, Cabela's, any arena shop for anywhere between $5 to $20. Depends on which ones you want and with their sturdy builds. The seats can be replaced, and they're up to $40. That's it. So I can create my Classic until all the way up to my version of an XTS. They all three pontoons weight are 400 pounds with gear. All of them are 275 pounds per person. Okay? All of them have to have a 36-inch shaft trolling motor at 30 pounds. So, I mean, and all three of these are actually made up to a Class 1. Very, very close to being a Class 2. Depends if you're confident enough to go through the rapids. But if you're going down the river, you're going to try to go down the easiest position. Now, they are designed Class 1, but I wouldn't recommend anything other than a Class 1. Maybe a 2 tops. If you have somebody that knows what they're doing, do not go take these down to Class 3 or Class 4 in rapids. It won't even happen. Won't even imagine. Okay? We'll get up here with the racks. These are Teflon. Okay? They have a cotter pin area that stick on this. You can adjust it however you wish. And on the front, here's the 2 cleats. Here, you can run the anchor left or right because it runs this way underneath all the way to the back. And the weight on the thing for the weight bag is no more than 6 pounds. In retrospect, you probably could turn around and put a 4-pound weight or even a drift anchor. The ones you just throw in the back of the water and it just drags, so you won't have a problem. Okay? So far everything you see here is part of the assembly. Forgot one thing I didn't mention. This comes with the rest of the gear. And as you can tell, this is on and we're doing it in my living room or my dining room, so don't fret. Okay? So, and the way you click these on, you push them down, turn it, you air it up. It takes roughly about a minute and a half. When you fully assemble these things, you have to do it pretty quick after you get air in it and lock it down. You only half assemble these when you travel. And beside that, this is what comes with the package. That comes in that little box right there. So, here in a few minutes, on part 2, we're going to assemble it.